Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. Alessandro Volta, the genius who sparked the electric age. In the annals of history, certain names resonate through time, their legacies illuminating the path of human progress. One such name is Alessandro Volta, the Italian physicist and chemist whose groundbreaking discoveries forever changed the world. He was not merely a scientist, he was a visionary who unlocked the secrets of electricity, paving the way for an era dominated by technological marvels. But who was this man? How did he journey from the quiet streets of Como, Italy, to the grand halls of scientific immortality? The birth of a genius. Born on February 18, 1745 in the picturesque town of Como, Italy, Alessandro Giuseppe Antonio Anastasio Volta was destined for greatness. But the journey was not without its obstacles. Unlike many child prodigies of science, Volta did not display an early inclination for academia. In fact, he was slow to speak as a child, and his family feared he might be intellectually challenged. Yet within that silence, a brilliant mind was forming, one that would one day change the world. Volta's parents, members of a noble but financially declining family, had envisioned a religious career for him. However, young Alessandro was drawn to something else: science, particularly the mysterious force of electricity, a phenomenon that at the time was barely understood. Against the wishes of his family, he pursued his passion with unwavering determination, immersing himself in the works of Benjamin Franklin and other pioneers of electrical studies. The road to discovery. By the late 18th century, electricity was still a mystical and elusive force. Scientists debated its nature, struggling to harness its power. The dominant theory of the time, promoted by Luigi Galvani, suggested that electricity was a form of animal energy, a vital force inherent in living beings. Galvani had observed that frog legs twitched when exposed to metal, leading him to believe that electricity was a biological phenomenon. Volta, however, was skeptical. He believed that the movement of the frog legs was not due to an inherent animal electricity, but rather a reaction to an external electrical force. His relentless experiments led him to an astonishing revelation, one that would challenge existing beliefs and usher in a new era of understanding. The birth of the voltaic pile, humanity's first battery. In 1800, Volta achieved what no one else had before. He created a device capable of generating a continuous electrical current. The voltaic pile, as it came to be known, was the first true battery, a simple yet profound invention consisting of alternating layers of zinc and copper discs separated by cloth soaked in salt water. This seemingly unremarkable stack of metals held within it the key to a revolution. For the first time in history, humans could generate and store electricity at will. The implications were staggering. Until then, electricity could only be observed in fleeting moments, lightning in the sky, static sparks in the dark. But now, Volta had provided a stable, controllable source of electrical energy. The scientific world was in awe. News of Volta's invention spread rapidly, drawing the attention of none other than Napoleon Bonaparte himself. The French leader, ever the admirer of scientific advancement, invited Volta to Paris to demonstrate his discovery before the French Academy of Sciences. Napoleon was so impressed that he awarded Volta the gold medal for scientific achievement, cementing his place among the greatest minds of the era. A legacy begins. With the invention of the voltaic pile, Alessandro Volta had not only disproven Galvani's theory, but also laid the foundation for the age of electricity. His work directly inspired future inventors, including Michael Faraday, Thomas Edison, and Nikola Tesla, who would later take electricity to unimaginable heights. Alessandro Volta, the man who lit the future. The world had changed forever. With his invention of the voltaic pile, Alessandro Volta had done the unimaginable. He had tamed electricity. No longer just a fleeting spark or a mysterious force from the heavens, electricity had become something tangible, controllable, and most importantly, useful. His name echoed through the halls of scientific discovery, and his legacy was beginning to take shape. But what became of the man behind the invention? How did he handle the sudden wave of fame, and what challenges awaited him in his later years? The clash of minds, Volta vs Galvani. The birth of the voltaic pile had another consequence. It directly challenged the ideas of Luigi Galvani, who had long believed that electricity was a vital force inherent in living beings. The two men, both brilliant in their own right, found themselves at the center of one of the greatest scientific debates of the 18th century. Galvani's supporters, known as Galvanists, fiercely defended the notion of animal electricity. They believed that living organisms produced their own electrical energy, separate from external sources. Volta, however, had demonstrated that the electrical reaction observed in Galvani's frog experiments was not due to some mysterious life force, but rather the result of the metals interacting with one another. In essence, Volta proved that electricity was a physical phenomenon, not a biological one. The scientific community was divided. Some sided with Galvani, unwilling to let go of the idea that electricity was tied to life itself. Others rallied behind Volta, recognizing the profound implications of his discovery. In the end, history would favor Volta's findings. His battery was real, practical, and repeatable, something that could be used to power devices and experiments far beyond anything Galvani had imagined. Napoleon's recognition and the pinnacle of fame. Volta's discovery soon reached the ears of one of the most powerful men of his time, Napoleon Bonaparte. The French leader, known for his fascination with science and technology, invited Volta to Paris in 1801 to personally demonstrate his invention before the French Academy of Sciences. In a grand demonstration, Volta stacked metal discs, poured the electrolyte solution, and produced an electrical current. Napoleon was astounded. The room filled with an air of excitement. This was no mere scientific curiosity. This was power in its purest form. The implications were limitless. Napoleon, always eager to reward innovation, bestowed upon Volta the gold medal for scientific achievement. He was further honored with the Légion d'honneur, France's highest order of merit. But the recognition did not stop there. Volta was made a Count of the Kingdom of Italy and was awarded an annual pension by Napoleon himself. For a scientist, such recognition was rare. Volta had risen not only to academic greatness but to the highest levels of society. He had gained the admiration of kings and emperors, yet his heart remained devoted to science, not politics. The unexpected consequences of discovery. Despite the accolades, Volta faced new challenges. His discovery sparked a new scientific revolution, but it also opened doors to unintended consequences. The ability to generate electricity led to rapid advancements in electrochemistry and electromagnetism. Soon, other great minds, Michael Faraday, André Marie Ampère, and James Clerk Maxwell, would build upon his work, leading to the eventual invention of the electric motor, the telegraph, and even the light bulb. But with progress came controversy. The idea that electricity could be artificially generated raised ethical and philosophical questions. If man could harness this powerful force, could he also control nature itself? Some saw Volta's work as a blessing, while others feared the consequences of a world powered by electricity. Meanwhile, the world was changing politically. Napoleon's empire was expanding, and with it, the importance of technological warfare. Volta's battery had potential military applications, and though he was not directly involved in warfare, his work inevitably influenced the course of history. The final years, a quiet farewell. Despite his fame, Volta was not a man of politics or war. As he grew older, he longed for the simplicity of his early life in Como, Italy. By 1819, he had largely retired from public life, choosing to spend his remaining years with his family, away from the spotlight. But the world would not forget him. His name had been immortalized in scientific history. In 1881, decades after his passing, the unit of electric potential, the Volt V, was named in his honor, ensuring that every time an electrical device powered on, Volta's legacy lived on. Alessandro Volta passed away on March 5, 1827, at the age of 82. He had witnessed the dawn of the electrical age, yet he could not have imagined the world he had helped create, a world where electricity powers nearly every aspect of human life. The eternal spark of Volta. Volta was more than just an inventor. He was a visionary who illuminated the world. His story is a testament to the power of curiosity, determination, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. From the cobbled streets of Como to the grand courts of Napoleon, from scientific debates to the rise of modern electricity, his journey was one of discovery, challenge, and triumph. Today, we live in the world Volta helped shape, a world of endless electrical possibilities. Every time a light switch is flipped, every time a battery powers a device, every time humanity harnesses electricity, we are witnessing the legacy of Alessandro Volta, the man who sparked the future. Enjoyed the video? Don't forget to smash that like button to show your support. Have any thoughts or favorite facts about Alessandro Volta? Drop a comment below. And if you love discovering history's greatest minds, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an electrifying story.